Okay, question 5. They say, how long does it take to invest 2,000 to double up? So what is to double up? Means how long means we don't know the time. So for amount is 2,000. To double up means after a certain period of time, after that time we don't know, it's going to be 4,000 because it double up. But if it's triple, you take 2,000 multiplied by 3. If each invested in 12% per annum, means our interest rate is 12% per annum, but it was compounded monthly. So what is monthly meaning? Monthly means we're gonna divide by 12 because how many months in 1 year? 12 months. Now let's go to a solution for it. So I've written all the data down. Okay, so now we come here. This amount was 2,000, so it was double up, means we get 4,000 and interest rate, everything. So what we do, we plug it in and we finish up our equation. Simple. Okay, cool. Now we go. So now I have amount is going to be 4,000 because the amount was double up, so 4,000. I'm not going to write amount over 4,000. Principal, the amount that we invested, which was 2,000. What is the interest rate? The interest rate 12%. And then since remember it was compounded monthly, so you must divide by 12. This time here now, don't multiply by 12 because that's the one which is the known. So just say t, because we know basically we're supposed to divide by 12 and then multiply by 12. So just leave as a t. You know what I'm saying? So that you give a pure time. You get a time. So now what I'm going to do here, I'll divide by 2,000 throughout. Divide by 2,000 because there's a multiplication here. Divide by 2,000. Divide by 2,000. So this and this cancel. So 4,000 divided by 2,000 get 2. Okay, if you plug all this one in calculator, you get 1.01 and then times t. Okay, plug in a calculator, you will see. Okay, and the next things, whenever your power is unknown, you see here, if somebody give, let's say 5 power, let's say 5 m equal to 3. When power is unknown, you apply ln throughout. Either you can apply ln or you can apply logarithm. So if you're a university student, I'll say apply ln, but if you're in grade 10, 9, or standard 9, standard 10 to standard 12, you can apply log if you want, but ln number 1, whichever you want. Okay, so I'm going to apply ln throughout because my power is unknown. So I'll say ln of, on the left hand side is 2, before the number, and before all this group apply ln, could be 1.01 power t. And the next step, I'm going to take that t to the front. Okay, take t to the front. So what we're going to get here is going to be, take this t here. So we still have a ln of 2 on the left. And then here, I'll say take t before anything, means this t must come here, right front. And then you write exactly, bracket 101, excuse me, 101. So now we're looking for the value of t. So how are we going to get t means we don't need this. So divide by that throughout. So divide by 1.01 and this are divided by ln of 1.01. So this and this cancel. So on the right hand side you're going to be left with t. On the left hand side, plug this, set this in the calculator. And when you put that in the calculator, let me show you how to do that. Somebody might say, oh, I don't know how to do that. Okay, so now you come in the calculator. Okay, say fraction. What is your number? Ln of 2. Ln is right here somewhere. This is a good calculator. I encourage you to buy this calculator. Ln of 1.01, and this is going to give us the answer of 69.6607. Okay, or 69.67, 0.70. However, you're going to approximate or whatever you have, whichever option you have, that's what you take. Okay, so let me approximate 2 decimal place. If approximate 2 decimal place means it's going to be 69.70. 69.70 months. You know what I'm saying? Why we say months is because I did not multiply by 12 right there. But if it's in years, what you do, you divide by 12. If you want to change this to years, take that, divide by 12, and then you're going to get years. So I'm going to take my answer and then divide. If I want to change to years, take that my answer, divide that one by 12. So 8 years. So if I want to change in years, it's going to be 5.80 years. Time, if they're asking me in time. But according to the option there, we don't have it in years. So now we go to our option and then we see the option 1. Okay, Now let's go to question number 6. Question number 6 is say, excuse me, sorry. You need, excuse me, just a minute, let me make it bigger a little bit. Okay. So now what happened? You need to accumulate 25 to 50,000 in 5 years. 250,000 in 5 years. Okay. And then what happened? Now let's say these people, you deposit single amount in account, you put once. So you need to accumulate, means after 5 years, this is what you're gonna get. Okay, cool. So that's question number 6. Means in 5 years, so in 5 years, we're gonna get total 5 years. You deposit single amount, means you put your single amount in account or in a bank, whichever the certain interest, so you put in a account today that pays the interest rate of 8% interest per annum, compounded half year. Okay, so we have interest rate and they also compounded half years. How many half in 1 year? There are 2 half. So this is compound interest. So they ask the amount that you're gonna deposit. Okay, since this is compound interest, meaning I have a lot of information there. So I just wrote them down. The amount is 25,000, 25. No, I think I forgot 10 here because according to the question, 250,000. So this must be 250,000. Time is 5 years. Interest rate is 8%, and then it was compounded half year. So if it just compounded half years, look what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna divide by 2 because there's a 2 half in 1 year. It was compounded half year. How many half in 1 year? The 2. And the same thing I'll multiply here. You know why? Because they give me time. But if it's not given, I'd rather just leave the way how it is. Okay, cool. So now what do they want us to find? They say how the amount that you're gonna deposit, means they're looking for this principal. So now I'm gonna plug in everything I have. So the amount that is gonna be accumulated is 250,000. That's what we're gonna get after the same period of time. Okay, how much you're gonna put in, we don't know. 1 plus, okay, what is the interest rate? 8%, and then divided by 2, and then time is 5 years, so you're gonna take 5 times 2 equal to 10. So say 10 right there. Okay, here you go. So then what happened? I can excuse me, second means what I can do now. Excuse me, sorry. I use okay. So now we plug all this in the calculator and get one number. You know what I'm saying? Or if you don't want to do this, since I'm looking for P, I can divide throughout by this amount here. Okay? Or I can just simplify. Okay, let me simplify. Take my calculator right here. So okay, bracket. Okay, I got 1, and then we plus, and then we plus. What do we plus? We plus 8%. So I go my fraction. Let's say 8 is shifting percent, and then over by 2, and then bracket power 10, and then I get what? 1480. So I'll say here I have a P, and then multiply. Now this can be 1.480 0244285. But it's not, sometimes it's not necessary to write all of it, but just write for funny. So 25123. So if I want to get P, how I'm going to get P? Divide throughout by the answer I just obtained. So I'll say divide by 1.480244285. Same thing here. I'll divide by 1.48024421285. Okay, cool. This and this are similar. Is gonna go. So now the amount I'm gonna invest it, or invest it, I'm gonna take 250,000 divided by the answer I just got it here. So I'm gonna come here, fraction, let's say 250, 1 2 3 4, okay, divide by answer, because the answer is the one which is right there. That's why I like this calculator. Okay, so the amount that I should invest, okay, for me, for the period of 5 times to get this amount is gonna be equal to 1680 889191, 04 to decimal place. That's the amount I'm gonna invest. If I come to the option here, question 6 is gonna give me option 4. Okay, so my option is for question 6. Now I go to the next question. So this is option 4. Choose me option 4. Okay, now I go to question 5. So question 5 is more of the future value and present value, okay, of annuity. Okay, Now, so I just wrote down the formula, and now we want to go to question 7. Question 7, they say, what is the future value of annuity? Okay, so future value, it has its formula also. Okay, so I'll show you now the formula. Annuity per after 10 months. So first and foremost, that time it should not be, okay, after 10 months. So if it's me, I'll take that time and change to years. It's optional, but I'll rather change to years. Payment of 300. What is the future value? So I'm looking for the future value, but at the amount, 10-month payment of 300. Okay, after 10-month period of 10 of what of 300 at the interest rate of 12 per annum compounded monthly. Okay, cool. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take my future value formula. Okay, my future value formula right here. Show me. So I think I got this one here, future value. Okay, so this is a future value formula. So you can use either of these two. Is going to give the same answer. This is the future value we're looking for. This is the amount that you're going to pay monthly payment. Monthly payment is this, or you can use X, whichever you want. This is our interest rate. Number means time, etc., etc. Now, excuse me. Now let's go. So what I'm going to do, they give me a lot of information there. They say monthly payment. So monthly payment is this X. So we're looking for future value according to the question, because they say what is the future value. But the monthly payments we got, which is let's see, monthly payment 300. So monthly payment 300 here. I'm gonna say 300. Okay. Do you have an interest rate? Interest rate is 12. So 1 plus interest rate is gonna be 12%. But was it compounded? Yes, it was compounded monthly. If you look careful, it was compounded monthly. Okay, just compounded monthly. So what I'm gonna do here is compounded monthly. I'll have to divide by 12. Because of compound month, and then multiply by time. How long? They say 10 months. So 10 months. Okay, if somebody give 10 months, if you want to change to years, you must divide by 12. So this is going to be time in years. Means any meaning time here in this formula. Any meaning time, you can use N, you can use T. So I'm going to say my time is 10 months. So I don't need 10 months as a month. I divide by 12 to get years, and then that's gonna, you can say 12. So this is going to be years. Divided by 12. So now come here. What is my time? Time is 10 months. So I'm not going to write N. I'll say what? 10 months. But for it to be in years, it must be divided by 12. So this is like in years. You know what I'm saying? But remember, you can't just leave like that because it was compounded 12. So whatever it's compounded with, you must multiply by the time there. You know what I'm saying? Okay? Okay, so now these alone is just a time in years. But remember, whenever you're going to be compounding the interest rate, it was compounded monthly. So whatever you write here monthly, you must multiply also this time by that month. But it was quarterly, this must be 4 and this must be 4. If it's annual, this must be 1, 1, 1. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, all this stuff, you must minus by 1. That's minus by 1. And then divide by interest rate. But what is the interest rate? Our interest rate is 12%. Is 12% because this is 12% interest rate. 12%. And then what happened? But it was compounded monthly. So whatever there's interest rate, you must divide by how it was compounded. But it was compounded monthly. So divided by 12. So what I can do now, take the stuff and plug in a calculator and get our answer. So take my calculator right here. You know what I'm saying? So I can say, okay, so I can plug exactly. So remember, we have a two group, top to the bottom. So either you can do separately or you can just put them together once off, okay? Okay, fractions. So the people have got like short calculator. This can be challenged. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when I say short calculator, those small calculator. So 300. And then go to my bracket. Means this is the top here. Okay, 1. So there's a bracket, and then I'll say what? Another bracket. Okay, so I'll say 1, 1. Okay, and then plus, fraction, because there's a fraction here. 12%, 12 sheet percent over 12. And then what I'm going to do, close my bracket. After I close my bracket, I got 10 divided by 12 times 12. 12 and 12 cancel. Okay, you can write there how it is. Power. Okay. So this one I can just cancel because 12 times 10 times 12, 120 divided by 12 equal to 10. So I can just write what only 10 there. Excuse me. So and then after that, I'm gonna have to close the bracket because the bracket must close here. You know what I'm saying? And then minus 1 or just minus 1 here. I'm sorry. Minus 1. So the top is done. Now we go to the bottom. So bracket and then fraction, and then we have a 12 50%, okay, 50%, and then divide over 12. Okay, so this is going to give us a future value, okay, which is 3138.66. okay, 3138.66. okay, so our future value equal to 3138.66 to 2 decimal place 0.66. Okay, now we came here, we got our option 3138.66. that's the option 2. Okay, so question 7 is option 2. Now we go to question number 8. Okay, question number 8 is very, very simple. So question 8, okay, question 8. Okay, let's go to question 8. So what did the question 8 want? Okay, let me go to question number 8. So this one is done. Question 2. So question 8 is more the present value formula, but let's read the question first, because now, okay, now let's go to question number 8. So now question number 8, they say, what is the present value of annuity of quarterly with quarterly annuity with quarterly payment? Okay, so somebody's doing what? Quarter payment of 800 and interest quarterly with annuity with quarterly payments of 800 at the interest rate of 12. So interest rate we have compounded quarterly with a term of 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Okay, now we go. What is the present value? Okay, excuse me. Let me separate this video to another video so that you know, because my pen just get finished here.